everyone, kind of an exciting day here. First thing I want to do before we show the bike, to tease everybody a little bit, is we did, as you may know, our company's big on social media. We're really interested in trying to figure out how to get our bikes in front of the most people for the least amount of money. And so we did a program this year called the Brammo Evangelist program, and we had a kind of a runaway winner with that. A guy named Harry Mallon promoted the bike like you wouldn't believe. You'd think he owned the company. It was pretty amazing. And kind of a ceremonial toss here. I've got the key to give to him, and here's Harry Mallon.
Appreciate it. Really been enjoying riding the bike. Follow my site, which is brammofans.com. You'll see me riding around on it and having a great time. It is a fantastic bike. It's totally worth the 300 plus posts of blogs and about 1,000 some odd tweets that I did. But I tell you, it's a bike that I can believe in, and totally lived up to every expectation I ever had.
Great. What I want to show you today is the bike we're going to give away for the next evangelist. And this bike, I'm really happy to announce, is what I was expecting to announce next year. When we first released the Inertia, the other bikes that you've seen here, the only negative feedback we got of any kind was around range. And so we were working very hard, all the engineers and all the guys at Brammo Shirts, the engineers, and the product development team is working really hard to figure out what is the magic number, what is it that customers want that will take us from a company that's doing really cool stuff to a company that's very big and is successful and can satisfy a lot of customers. And so that's what the Impulse is. The Impulse goes 100 miles an hour and a 100-mile range, and that's an average range, so some people will do a little bit better than that. But without further ado, I'd like to show you the Impulse. Breakthrough product that it is. Essentially, a year ago, we said as soon as we can get the cost of batteries down to half the price with twice the performance, we could go mainstream and go to a large volume product. And that's what you see before you. The results of going racing, pushing the envelope, getting things to break, figuring out what happens is what has made this bike possible. And that's what will make future bikes possible. We have a race bike in a paddock today that we pushed the edge just a little bit too far. And so we won't be racing tomorrow, but you can see that if you have a paddock pass. You can see the Impulse RR, which is a little bit pricier version of this same bike platform. So we are taking pre-orders on the bike. The sooner we get to a number that's significant enough, we'll accelerate the time that this product comes to market. But you look for Q1 or Q2 of next year, depending on the timing of that. So we really appreciate all the pre-orders that are there. If you have any questions about it, just anybody who's got a Brammo shirt can probably answer your questions. Thank you for coming.
What's the weight?
This weighs about 390.
What's the charge time?
The charge time is, this may have a Type 2 charger available as an option. It works out to about 45 minutes per kilowatt hour for charging in a 110 outlet, and it'll be about half of that with the level 2. So if you get the 6 kilowatt version, the 6.0, 6 times 45 and so on. Any other questions? I guess that's great.
Why not race this one tomorrow?
We couldn't get the emergency cutoff buttons on fast enough. We thought about it. So the 6.0 is $99.95. The 10.0 is $11,995. Or sorry, the 8.0 is $11,995. And the 10.0 will be $13,995. We're also working really hard with the legislature to improve the tax credits on this. So if you get if you sign up on our site for an email, we'll send you information to make sure and let your senators and congressmen know to vote for these bills as they pass, because theoretically we can get the cost of this down pretty dramatically. We're seeing it could be $6,000 or $7,000 for the base model after tax credits, depending on the state.
Awesome.
Yeah, there is pre-order forms available out front, and then you can also just go to Brammo.com and do it as well. It doesn't cost anything to do it. It reserves your spot, but if you decide not to purchase it after you reserve it, you lose your spot. So they're non-transferable.